And we're also going to link. I don't understand why I'm having such a hard time today. Coffee is good. Coffee will help me. Oh my God. Can we do this? Can I do this? Yes, I can. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is a little bit different of a video than I normally do. I'm doing the gray hair tag. So Melanie from MrKongsMom, that is her YouTube name on YouTube here. Okay. I don't understand why it's fine. I look like I'm going on a safari. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is a little bit different of a video than I normally do. I am doing the gray hair tag, and I was tagged by Melanie. Her YouTube name is MrKongsMom, and she does beautiful beauty reviews, beauty tutorials. She just gives you so much information. I love watching her channel. And the way I met Melanie was that she left a comment on my gray hair journey video, and she said something to the effect that I was getting so much support and it was so nice to see I had so much positive comments. And then she had said that she had to do a dedicated video of why she went gray because she had so many nasty comments and she didn't have any support. And I was like, that is so ridiculous. Like, I felt so bad for her. And so of course I wrote like a paragraph comment about, like, just lifting her up and doing my women supporting women kind of whole, movement and what I'm all about. And then I launched beautyreinvented.com in March, and I have a section called Silver Sisters Spotlight, and I feature women that have gone gray or in their transition and why they went, and it's 5 questions. So she was one of the first ladies that I had on my blog, and you can go over there and you can read it. You can see beautiful pictures of her. I really am proud of that section on my blog. So I have 10 questions that I am to answer. And after you watch my video, again, like I said, you can go over to hers and see what she has to say. So first question that is asked is, how old were you when you started going gray? I was about 21. I know exactly where I was too. I was feeling a little like uncomfortable at 21 being gray. How old were you when you decided to transition? So I decided to transition around 34, 35. My aunt has the same kind of hair with the gray patch that I had, and I thought, you know what, it's like her signature, maybe it can be my signature. What popped into my mind was like Sally Jessy Raphael had those red glasses. Certain people have had certain things that they were known for, so I thought, well, maybe I could do that, and that just kind of got the ball rolling and allowing me to let out the gray stripe. Did you go to your hairdresser to help with the transition, or did you just go cold turkey? I just went cold turkey. I knew having black hair and it was dyed so dark that it wouldn't. I just thought, why complicate things? Let me just embrace it. Let me just go for it. I know it's going to be uncomfortable. I felt really uncomfortable. I felt like, what am I doing half the time? Like, this is a little ridiculous, Nikol. Like, you're in the beauty industry and you have white and black hair. But I knew if I powered through and I just kept cutting and I kept going, I would get where I wanted to get. And it did happen. What was the reaction of your friends and family? I don't really recall my friends and family saying anything. I think that they probably just thought I was crazy as usual. And they were probably in awe of like how it was so white. And, I had colored it for so long. They were probably like, where'd this come from? But no one really said anything. And I didn't have any negativity either. So it was kind of neutral. Favorite thing about being gray? I just think it's so different. And you know what I love about it is that I always wanted to be blonde. I would always go into the hairdresser and be like, okay, so today, and I would just do it for like effect. Like I was like, so today I'm thinking we do blonde. And every time I would get the same reaction, like, what? You can't. Your hair's going to fall. We have to bleach it. We have to bleach it like 3 times. And I said, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see if you would do it. Because it was always like, oh, I want to be blonde. But now being gray, it's so nice because it's like almost like being blonde in a way because my hair was so dark for so long. And now it's like so light. It's kind of fun. Least favorite thing about being gray? I think just the dated thinking from people. Like, just the dated thinking. Like the other day, it was so funny. I went to the hairdresser and this lady came out of nowhere. Like she was like checking out, but she like ran up to me and she had long gray hair and she probably was in her 60s, I would say. And she was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing today? Are you dyeing your hair? I said, no, I'm not dyeing my hair. And she's like, well, are you going to ask for them to dye it? And I was thinking to myself, she has gray hair. Like, what is she doing? Like, she's supposed to be a silver sister, like supporting. I said, no, I'm not going to ask anyone to dye my hair. I said, this has been 3 years in October that I've had gray hair. And she was like, oh, she's like, how old are you? I said, 42. She's like, oh, that's so young to go gray. And I thought to myself, is this really happening right now? Like, lady, you have gray hair. Like, I don't understand why you're not being supportive. Like, it is what it is. So I just was like, it just came out of nowhere. I was just so surprised. So, you get things like that. I mean, the woman was gray too. I just didn't know, she must have not been connecting with my gray. But there's like a lot of criticism of just being older and dumpy and frumping, you're letting yourself go and it's not attractive. And I mean, the list can go on. And, I'm very open about the comments I get on social media. And, to me, it's all about what I think and it's about how I present myself to the world. And if people don't like it, they don't like it, but they're not wearing the gray. So I don't understand why it bothers them so much. So I kind of just like, I toss it aside because it's always going to be there. All right. So number 8 is, what is your favorite compliment that you have received about your hair? I really love when I get women are like, oh, it's so distinguished. I love that word, like distinguished. And they're like, oh, it's so elegant. And that really makes me happy because this is what naturally is happening. And it's nice to have a nice compliment like that because, it's just something a little bit different than your oh, it's nice or what have you. Number 9, what is your biggest piece of advice to anyone looking to start the process? Just start. Stop thinking about it. Stop rolling it around. Like, you just start. And ladies, if you don't like it, dye it. It doesn't matter. Like, because you're saying, okay, I'm going to try to let it come out, doesn't mean you can't just go back and say, it didn't work for me. I just dyed it. No biggie. Like, it's totally fine. And you can, there's some girls in my private group on Facebook that have started and stopped so many times, or you'll see the one post that says, I caved and I dyed my hair. I'm so upset. Like, it's not for me right now. And then you get all this support and this is what happens. It's not about, our gray hair, channels being like, oh, it's gray or you're not, or you have to be gray. Like, or if you're not gray, or we're shaming people for dyeing their hair. We're not. We are just saying this is what we have decided to embrace. We are encouraging other women to embrace it also. If you're sick and tired of the toxic dye and you just don't feel like it's working for you anymore, this is what we're about. It's not about anything other than just embracing and going with the flow. Who is your gray hair idol? I don't have one person. I looked on Pinterest a lot. And of course I saw Carmen. I saw some, women that have been gray for a long period of time. And I don't have one person. I have all the women that I have come in contact with and I've interviewed on my blog. And I just feel like whether you're starting your journey, you inspire me. Whether you've been in your journey, you inspire me. And if it's someone that's really been there for a very long time, that's so inspirational to me too. So I feel like all of the ladies that have come together, especially my group, even if you're not gray, it's just the thought of embracing it and what have you. That is what really, encourages me and is more of my inspiration, not so much of an idol. So those are the 10 questions. I'm so excited to see what other ladies do for their gray hair tag. And until my next video, I'll see you later.